Well, Graham, what's your evaluation of that 2-0 victory?
It was a 2-0. I didn't even know it was 2-0, to be quite honest. We were looking at, obviously, the young lads. A lot of young lads played today. Obviously, comparing our young lads with their young lads, which was a very worthwhile exercise. But it is pre-season. Keep it in context. It was 90 minutes. I think it was 6-7 of them got 90 minutes under the belt. We got Corey O'Keefe and obviously James Perch. We got them a half an hour each as well. So it was a very, very worthwhile exercise. It was a good day all round, not only for the ones that played against Forest, but for the ones who didn't. They've done a lot of gym work after the game as well. Some of the lads done a bit of running and the others trained this morning. So all in all, everybody at the football club got a really good, healthy day's work under the belt.
Yeah, as you say, your two latest signings as well, O'Keefe and Perch. You signed them last week. Just tell us a bit more about them.
Well, I think Perchy goes without saying. He's got the knowledge, the nous, the experience. We're running very, very young this year, as you can see. At times we need that calm, cool, collected player with that little bit of experience from higher. He will set standards. He will put his foot on the ball. He will slow us down. He will calm us down. He'll bring that authority to us that we need, not only on a Saturday afternoon, but Monday to Friday as well. And he'll be a great player for the young lads to learn off of. And like I say, if we can get 30, 35, 40 games out of him next season, that'd be brilliant. Do we expect to get that amount out of him? I'm not too sure. Let's see how it goes with him. But he's certainly a player of experience, of nous, of knowledge, of expertise, and of quality. He's local as well, born and bred in Mansfield, so he knows well the area, the DNA of the football club. So I just thought it was too good to turn down, too good to look away from. Players like that don't come around too often. And again, like I said, he's honest and he's hard working, so he fits into our mantra. Corey O'Keefe was one who I've been looking at for the last 12 months. I've always liked Corey from the first time I seen him at Birmingham. He went out and had a good loan spell at Macclesfield. He can play numerous positions, left back, centre mid, but predominantly he will play right back or right wing back for us. I think he's one that you should keep an eye on. I think he's one that the Mansfield fans will like. I think he's one that you will enjoy watching, and in a little bit of development, a little bit of coaching, you just never know where Corey can go and what he can achieve.
9 new signings now. How many more do you think are required before the start of the season?
Well, I certainly won't make the 16. The 16 that went out, I ain't gonna overload the club with players. The young lads have showed me little bits and pieces over the course of pre-season. So I would suggest 16 out, 9 in. That's probably around about where I'd want it. If I got one more, brilliant. But we're in no rush. I like what I'm seeing. I like what we're putting together, and I particularly like the young lads, the enthusiasm, the energy that they're bringing to us. Yes, the wise old head will tell you that you're not going to get through a full season with kids, but hence the reason why we brought a couple of young'uns in. But there'll be competition. It'll be healthy competition, and I'm quite looking forward to the kick-off, to the start of the season. To be fair, because they've shown an awful lot of endeavour, enthusiasm, and little bits of quality. Although they'll tell you I want more quality, and I'll keep pushing. We seek perfection. Does perfection exist? I think I've said this to the group many a time. I'm sure I've said it to yourselves many a time. But there's no harm in seeking it, and we should seek perfection every day. So the young lads, the old lads, will know I'll be on them every day, because that's what we want. We want to drive standards, and we want to push ourselves away from 21st in the division.
Any likely to head out?
No, I don't think we can really, to be honest. If one or two come knocking on my door and want to get off the bus, by all means, they can move on. That's no issues there. But I think they're all enjoying it. I think they're all working hard, and I think we're all collectively looking forward to the start of the new season. So
you're pretty much done in the transfer window then. How happy are you with the balance of the squad?
I didn't recall saying that.
Well, you said you'd be happy with one more. Those were your words.
I'd probably take one more, yeah.
Which is pretty much done, isn't it? Then therefore.
No, that means one more.
Pretty much is one in my book.
Pretty much okay. See that word "pretty"? I never use that word. Pretty.
Fairly, I should say. Fairly.
Yeah. Look, if we get one more, brilliant. If we don't, we don't. But we've got our ideas, and it has to be the right player that we want. To be fair, so. yeah, it's still open the market till October, so you just never know. And like you said, you asked the question about outgoings. You just never know who'll knock on your door. So if anybody does and they want to move on, well then so be it. If the right player comes up, we'll bring him in. But like I say, it has to be the right one.
Very early doors, and we'll get a chance to speak more about the squad as the weeks progress. But how does this squad compare to the one which ended last season?
The one that ended last season, look, we were again, I can't get away from the fact, and I don't think anybody can get away from the fact, it wasn't a great season at this football club last season. We finished 21st in the division. That wasn't good enough. We finished, was it a point per game? Wasn't good enough. So all the bits and pieces, goals for, goals against, home wins, away wins, our results tell you it wasn't a particularly good, healthy season last season. We haven't kicked the ball this season so far, so it'll be very, very hard to judge. The squad will be younger, the squad will be fitter, they will have standards which I believe will be higher than was set last season. And they will have opportunity, they will have chance, we will integrate the young uns and the old uns, which is something that the club has been striving for over a number of years. We'll have energy, we'll have legs, we'll be honest. And I can guarantee each and every time we take the field, our lads will give 110% for the badge and for the jersey. How the results go, I don't know. I haven't got a crystal ball, but I'd be bitterly disappointed if we finished in the same position as we ended last season. I'd be bitterly disappointed if we didn't improve in all aspects of the team, not only the team but the football club. So it's one where look at crawl, walk, and then run. There's point in me sitting here and making all these daft statements, and we can do this and we can do that. Let's see how the team evolves. I'm fairly confident individually and collectively what we've got, and I'm looking forward to it. I wasn't particularly enamoured with what I seen last season, so I had to make changes and I had to make it better over the course of the summer. But only results will dictate whether I have or whether I haven't.
And only recently, you took your players to the Peak District for a few days. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we went up. We'd come back training. The lads were looking well. They'd made a lot of sacrifices over the course of lockdown. They were training hard, and we just felt that we were given an opportunity to nip up to the Lake District for a couple of days. Team bonding, got on the water. Some players conquered their fears. We'd gone to summits and mountains, and some of us thought we couldn't do it, and we done it. There was a lot. We conquered a lot. We conquered a lot of fears. We conquered a lot of doubts within ourselves. It was new friendships was made. It was some good. There was good bonding, good team spirit, and albeit the lads, they didn't thank me for it because they ended up sleeping in tents, sleeping in the rough, getting up at 6:30 in the morning, living on rations. So it wasn't so much a training camp; it was more of a survival camp. So we survived. So we've come back fit, healthy, and it was enjoyable, very enjoyable. Obviously, the owners were, John and Carolyn were we were privileged that they looked after us and allowed us to have a couple of days away.